Hi Pisces, and welcome to your February Psychic Tarot forecast. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. All right, so let's start with your first card. And I happen to love this for your environment. I mean, I'm not really sure how much more positive it could be. And you're like maybe the fourth or fifth sign that has started the environment, or started the whole spread in the environment phase with a major arcana card. I have seen one with the Wheel of Fortune, which is great. Yours is the Sun. And the Sun is about hope, optimism, cheerfulness, achievement after a job well done, feeling good about where you are. This is the feeling of the month. I mean, like I said, it's joyful. So what else can you ask for? It's not like you haven't earned this, though. This comes after much work and dedication and loyalty to yourself and to others. So believe me, this is not just well, I've been sitting around and I'm not doing anything. I'm in la la land and, oh, good things are just coming my way. No, you well earned this. The wagon shows, you see the wheels are down, so this is after hard work. The sun is on the thatched roof, showing its golden light. The card may also show a promotion or indicate a promotion at your work, or honors, awards. You're being presented an award, or honored at a convention, or at a because I see some of you giving a speech, and like I'm hearing like thank you so much, and actually looking very humbled. So it might be that, yeah, some of you are seeing the fruits of your success come alive with expression. And that may be coming up in February for you. Could possibly be, too, that some of you have been with a company or an association or a partnership for a long time, and you're retiring or moving to another, but you're feeling the golden rays of the sun coming down. The sun feels so good after, there've been a lot of clouds and rain, and they finally part and the sun comes out, and that feels good to our body. It makes us relax and take a deep breath. Well, I feel like that's where you are right now. It's almost like you have a smile on your face. And again, this is for some. It feels good. It feels like there is success, achievement, and harmony in the air. It could also be about, I was talking about achievement. It could also be in the fine arts area, because this has a lot of yellow in it. And yellow is the color numerology of expression, and expressing oneself via, if you're an artist, painter, not necessarily the same thing. Artist represents many different fields of art. You could be a sculpturer. You could be a person who loves to create, like, playhouses, doll houses, antique woods. I don't know, I'm coming up with all these different crafts, but you could be one of those types of people too, and you're really applying your creativeness, and it's making you feel good. It's making you feel happy and in harmony with and in line with your right brain. And the right brain has to do with our creativity, our intuition, symbols, colors, all of that happy stuff. The left brain is more about logic, as we know. All right, so that's your environment for the month. It's an absolutely positive one. And so the next card is your challenge, and this is really perfect for a challenge, because this card is the Two of Pentacles. Whoops. And this is about juggling your money, or making a choice between two different options. He has his foot on the ground. He has one foot on the ground, his left, and the the right foot is up, and he's lifting up this one pentacle up higher. So it's kind of like, this looks like a good option and a good choice. Does it have everything I need? And he's keeping the other one close by in his left hand. So you're really observing. It's almost like you have a microscope out, but you are acknowledging that you do have a lot going on right now. This is about juggling your family, about juggling your finances, making decisions, juggling work with family, home and family. Maybe you want to spend more time at home and you're deciding which activity at home is, having fun with the kids and taking that extra hour a week going to their baseball game, excuse me, as opposed to doing some errand or routine around the house or chore. But it does represent juggling. There is an option for you guys. Excuse me, my voice has been a little off the last couple of days, and I apologize for that. It's that time of year. What can we say? Beginning of February. But it does represent a challenge. It is a challenge. It's like, well, it's what do I do? Which one do I take? And in the meantime, you may not decide anything. You may decide that juggling everything you have is your best option, is your best decision. You can see the fox in the background, the sly fox. And this, the fox symbolizes the wisdom and making good choices, actually. Right? And by the way, this golden eagle symbolizes, like I said before, success and abundance, and it soars above that gold roof. So you have now, you're in a good place, but now you're juggling some more that's come your way. I feel like you have a lot of options. I think you have like a bag full of options, and you're like, okay, not challenges, but busy, a lot of busyness. And so while your foundation's in a good place, you are certainly a busy person. Let's see what else there is about this card that may fit into, because see how he's facing this, and it may be because of all of your hard work and making choices for your home, for your money, that you've gotten to this area of this wonderful environment with the sunflowers. Because this house is a little bit more boarded up looking. It looks like, he's made some improvements by the time he's gotten here. He's added some flowers. The tree is growing. This plant is nice, but the sky is more clear. So whatever you've decided or that you're deciding is making for a good foundation for you. All right. So the third card is the unexpected. Your last two cards I want to note to you are both people cards. They're both court cards. They're both kings. And I thought that's so fascinating. So this would be your unexpected, and this will be your outcome. So the unexpected is the King of Chalices. So this very well could be someone who is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or at least has that compassionate healer, mentor, physician, not to say that he's not good in business, because this could be good business talks, competence that comes up around this person. It could be someone too that it's a social invitation, and one would be like, you may be thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to go. That means I'll have to find something to wear and, get dressed up or not, but I'm feeling so. And you're hesitant to take the invitation, but in the long run, this social invitation is one that benefits you. and that it would be in your best interest to accept this social invitation. This could be by a water sign. It could be the overall environment of the social engagement itself, because I feel like there's talks to come out of this that are very advantageous to you. You see how he's kind of a chubby guy. He's a happy guy. He has all of the food he needs. He has these beautiful flowers, and then the cup with the bee buzzing above it. And the bee is a symbol of abundance and connection and power and support. So those are key words with this particular king in the unexpected of your spread this month. Connections. I feel like this person could connect you with others that will enhance you, that will support you, that will boost you. I'm hearing the words pull you up. It's not like you're on the ground, but you know, just pull you up to another level, a higher level. You know, the caution, there's always a caution card, or a caution with every card, especially the people card. And with this one, it's not to overindulge. So as you can see, I mean, he could overindulge, this person could. So maybe when you go to that social gathering, you know, just remember not to eat or drink too much, have your wits about you, because again, this could be someone that could be very advantageous to you. A mentor, a counselor. He can even be a doctor. So if any of you all have had physical issues, this person could be a physician. I keep hearing social talk. So, yeah. So I'm not sure. Whichever you are, let me know. But he is in the unexpected, and he is a king. So he's mastered his emotions, his way of self-expression. He could give you advice on expression. You know, earlier in the reading, I believe I was talking about some of you making speeches. So I don't know, this guy would be great at being able to express what's on his mind, because, you know, they say when you make a speech, come from the heart space. Even if you stutter or if you miss a word or two, people don't care about that as much as they do if they can tell if you're being genuine. They don't care if you stutter all over the place, but if you feel what you're saying and you mean well, it will bring people to tears, not for sadness, but for happiness and joy, because we all like to feel our emotions. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to stay too long on this guy, but I feel like he could be a benefit to you. All right, so your last card is the outcome card, and here's the other king. Now this king looks completely different, doesn't he? He's not cherub faced like the King of Cups. He's, let me put him in front of the camera. His face is more narrow. He has this sly grin on his face. So, you know, you could say he's a fire sign, which would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And he's great at his work. He's also very business oriented. Someone who has good intentions. Someone who is a professional. They also have been a mentor, but probably in the business world. Oops, movement out of the spotlight there. Could be about, you know, the scientific world or the academic world. Even the medical field as well. But he's someone who's very bright and fiery and passionate about what he does. And like I said, he has good intentions. So it may be this person could be the result in a new career or talks in the new business. It might be that this guy of the social invitation leads to this particular situation where there's talks with you of a new career, a new venture. a new promotion, something that where you feel buoyed up, where you feel like, wow, this is really my passion. I'm excited. You know, and I'm seeing like a wheel that would be on a boat, a steering wheel. So, but on a boat, it's nautical looking. I'm not really sure what that's telling me. You know, maybe there will be a party or a social invitation that's near water. But I feel like this business guy could share his knowledge with you. He has a lot to share. He's, again, the master of business. It could be career advancement. It could be signing documents with him. He really is great at advising on requirements that need to be met. So in other words, if you're putting together a venture and he's like, oh, well, wait, you need to have all the documents in order. You need to have, oh, wait, this legal little situation, just make sure that you're covered there. He's great at business. Yeah, he's, I'm looking at him. There's a ferret. And so right here, so this is a symbol of gentleness, of ingenuity and security. So I feel like, sometimes I look at this guy and I feel like he is, he has this little grin, this devilishly silly grin on his face. But I'm not feeling like that with you all this time. I'm feeling like he, around him you will feel safe and secure with his advice. So, of course, let me know in the comments if this is a fire sign or if this is someone who just very much supports you and gives you that business advice or suggestions that you find extremely valuable. All right, I'm going to pull some, well, this card wanted to come out. The Emperor, and the Emperor has made his presence known a couple of times during the clarification readings. Wow, well, authority. He's the archetypal father figure. And so, you know, he could be part of this. You know, these don't have to be men. These can be women. Now, this would be a man. But he could be part of this authoritative assistance to you. This Emperor can also be someone that's in spirit world. So if you have a father or a grandfather or someone that you found was very helpful to you and felt like a father to you, then they could be in the spirit world, guiding and helping you out. Then the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups falls near the King of Cups. You know, again, I'm getting this thing. This is about proposals for sure, and someone giving their love. The Knights are usually, you know, middle age or, you know, anywhere from 20s to mid-age. The Kings are older. And so I do feel like any type of social event you all go to, proposal for another person, love, well, I was going to say love proposal. We are in the month of February. But, you know, pay attention to those. All right, the Sun in reverse in this deck. Okay, well, again, here we go. I cannot tell you how many times this happens. It doesn't always happen that one's straight up and one's in reverse, but here's two cards, different decks, same card. Here's the Sun in this one. Here's the Sun in this Hanson Roberts deck. This is the Greenwich Tarot deck. So, okay. Here the card is with this little boy, this little baby boy. You know, it might be a little girl. It's cute either way. But it's on this white horse with the sunflowers. The sun is shining behind. A lot of hope and optimism. And you could also consider this as new birth of hope and happiness. on this white horse. This did come up in reverse, which is interesting. So it might be that some of you have been wishing for this, or you've been putting in the effort and you haven't seen all of your, the fruits of your labor come about. And that's why the clarification said, no, I don't know, I haven't seen that. But your foundation card says, yes, now you are ready. Now you're in a place of, I want to say moving forward, but you're moving forward because you have your feet on the ground. You're, of course, an earth sign, so that's always helpful. And then the devil, or the death card comes up in reverse. So okay. Basically, this card means transformation. I'm not big on the artwork in this or in any traditional tarot death card. I just think death, because it usually doesn't mean a physical death. I mean, almost always it doesn't. It usually means transformation, that you have transformed either your physical body or your spirituality or your emotions or your mental thoughts, any negative beliefs from childhood. Yeah. So that's usually what it means. And you can see here these people are, well, what it indicates in this card. Okay, see these people lying down. And they may be deceased in one sense of the word, but here transformation comes up and says, no, I'm marching on. I'm coming up from the ashes and marching on. Now, this particular deck shows a completely different artwork, but it's just saying that you've seen transformation, or maybe that if you would have if it were straight up, but maybe since it was in reverse, this card is in reverse, that you all hadn't had clarity of mind yet. You hadn't been clear on why all of these changes in your life have taken place. Why have things seemed so challenging? Because it didn't seem like at times it was taking you anywhere. And that could still be the feeling at the beginning of this month. It's like, I don't know why this medical issue happened, or why I parted ways with my spouse or my boyfriend, girlfriend, or the business didn't work out. So you hadn't had the clarity of the transformation. Page of Cups, another cup card. All right. So this is about your work this month, because I feel like because of the King of Wands, but there's a lot of cups, a lot of emotions that have run deep. And with this, and maybe you haven't shown those emotions to other people. You've probably kept those, some of you have kept those to yourself. But the Page of Cups, and I've said this several other readings, when the pages come out, the young dudes bring news. So the Page of Cups brings news of new emotions, new happiness, new beginnings. This fish in his cup. His hand is open. There's water behind him. And it overflows over him. So it's like a huge tidal wave. So there's a lot of water, a lot of expression, a lot of emotion. And I said that earlier about expressing yourself. This particular card has so much yellow, and it feels like you'll get to do that. Some of you will get to do that, either by speeches or artistry or whatever the case may be. Okay, the last card is the Queen of Rods. And so you have here the King as your outcome, and here comes the Queen. So she's warm and inviting. She's very inspirational. She's loving. She loves her pets and her home and her family, and she's just a really creative type of woman. She may paint or draw or do something in her spare time. She really loves all the elements that life brings. Again, this is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So passionate. She loves to act. She loves to express. That's coming up some for you all. All right? Okay. Interesting reading. So again, your environment, your challenge, your unexpected, and the outcome. 2 kings, 2 people cards. So you're going to have people in your life this month, which we always have people in our life, but they will be more prevalent. And I have a feeling it's not that you won't notice them. All right. So just observe and see what happens this particular month. And you may want to watch this as the month goes on. And of course, I'll have the mid-months in the middle of February. So I'm going to add these cards up. 19 and 2 is 21. 21, 22, 23. Both kings are 1. So I'm going to do this the other way. 1, 2, 4, and 19 is 23, right? So 2 and 3 is 5 in numerology. And 5 is, I'm still getting the word transformation, and 5 normally, okay. So 5 you could say is the number of transformation. You could. When you draw it out, you all might want to do this, because when I teach numerology, I have people draw out the numbers and get the feeling. So the 5 has straight lines, and then it has a curve at the bottom. So it's kind of like, no, I'm going straight. Oops, no, I'm going to take this curve. And it's one of the only numbers that I can think of that really has the straight lines and the curves. So the 5 doesn't like to make, he always has choices and options. He doesn't like to be restricted. If you're a 5 life path, or born on the 5th or the 23rd, or just have 5 prominent in your chart, your numerology chart, then your sense of self is playful. And it's also in the middle of 1 through 9 in numerology, so there's still achievement to work on, to happen for you. Okay, and so 5 in the major arcana cards is the High Priest. That's cool. Okay, so the High Priest is about tradition and organization. Within like spiritual practices or scholarly, it's like a scholarly pursuit of a spiritual practice, or rites and ceremonies. So when you think of the High Priest in this particular deck, one of these gentlemen could be like at the feeling of someone who's teaching you, who's showing you the way. I didn't mean to bump the camera. Showing you the way, showing you better avenues. And it may, like I said earlier, amp up your spiritual awareness. Without even trying, it does. By taking advice and letting people hooray for you. Let them support you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome month. Be well, take care, pay attention to the people around you. Let me know any comments, please. I always like the comments. Make sure to subscribe. And if you'd like a reading,